Hello, Spartans! Today is all about you. As we head into master scheduling, we want you to know it is your course requests that help us decide exactly which courses and how many sections of them to offer. From that process, we develop a master schedule and begin hiring any open positions. Your choices determine many of the scheduling outcomes, and because they do, we expect you to follow through with the courses you get as a result of the request process. We have to limit course changes after you've made your requests in order to have a balanced functional master schedule. This is one of the reasons it's especially important as you consider which courses to request for next year that you be true to you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Plummer. I'm one of the counselors here. I'm going to be walking you through the course request process, also known as CRP. I'm going to be going over the timeline with you, as well as the online resources that will be helpful when you're making your selections. On Tuesday, March 8th at 7 a.m., student access will open for students to put in their course requests. It will remain open until 4 p.m. on Friday, March 18th, and at that time, we'll close. Counselors will be available for questions every day during lunch during this time period while CRP is open. You can just come on down to the counseling center, check in with Ms. Marbett, and she'll put you on a list to talk with your counselor that time. On March 17th, counselors will be available in the computer labs to help students input their requests. This is a great time if you've been having an issue with logging in. You can come to the computer lab. Counselors can actually sit down with you, make sure that you're logging in correctly, and troubleshoot anything that's been going on. After the course request input deadline is passed, students will have one more opportunity to evaluate their choices. On Friday, March 25th, student access will open as view only. If students wish to make changes to their course request at this time, they'll fill out a Google Doc that will be online on the counseling website and on the Skyline homepage. The view only will close on Friday, April 1st, and that will also be the deadline for students to input their course request changes on the online doc. There are many online resources that can be helpful to students while they're making their decisions. The new, redesigned, and more user-friendly 2016 through 2017 course catalog is now going to be online. It's a wonderful resource that has everything from course descriptions, which courses satisfy which graduation requirements, and if they're part of programs like Tech Prep or College in the Classroom.
Hello, and welcome to the Skyline High School College and Career Center. My name is Mrs. Sherman.
And I'm Mrs. King, and we're going to talk to you about the High School and Beyond Plan and Career Cruising.
The High School and Beyond Plan is a graduation requirement. The purpose of the High School and Beyond Plan is to help students think about their future and choose coursework that prepares them for their goals after high school.
Career Cruising is the software that Issaquah School District uses to help students complete their High School and Beyond Plan. You will work in Career Cruising to complete different requirements for each grade level.
You will do different things as a freshman than you will do as a sophomore, junior, or senior. Career Cruising will provide you with the tools to help you select the best classes for you in the course request process as you plan your future after high school.
This is a screenshot on our webpage that shows you what you need to do each year. You just hover over the downward arrow in the High School and Beyond Plan tab on the College and Career Center website, and you will see what needs to be done at each grade level. Choose the grade level that applies to you for your instructions, and then click on the Career Cruising icon to log in.
Some areas that you will be doing over the next 4 years are: learn how your abilities relate to the careers that match your interest. Find the right match for colleges and majors that interest you to create the right fit for you. Be able to find scholarships and financial aid to help you pay for school. Create your own personal plan for high school and beyond. And finally, learn how to create and upload a resume and prepare for your senior exit interview.
Be sure to sign up for our e-news from the College and Career Center to receive important information about the High School and Beyond Plan and other exciting opportunities. Stop by the College and Career Center if you need help or you have any questions.
We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Mrs. Lund, the IB coordinator at Skyline. IB classes are open to all juniors and seniors. IB Math is open to any student who has completed Algebra 2. You might wonder what IB classes are like. The goal of the IB program is to encourage students to become active, compassionate, and lifelong learners who understand that other people with their differences can also be right. Students learn to think historically, mathematically, or scientifically according to the subject they're taking. If you're planning on going to college, taking an IB class in an area of interest to you can be a great way to prepare. We have IB electives in business, psychology, world religions, environmental systems, exercise science, computer science, film, music, theater, visual arts, and theory of knowledge. In IB classes, you will be encouraged to take academic risks and study subjects in depth, developing your intellectual maturity and patience to analyze complex issues. IB classes are focused on meeting international standards, preparing you for the global economy. In every class, there's also a focus on international perspectives, preparing you to be a global citizen. IB classes are offered at 2 levels. Higher level classes take 2 to 3 years to complete and cover material in more depth, like college majors. Standard level classes usually take 1 year to complete and are more like college minors. Students may decide to take the IB exams, and the scores they earn may earn them college credit. The IB Career Program, or IBCP, is a 2-year program for students who want to take a 2-year sequence of career-related classes along with 2 to 4 IB courses. Students also complete other requirements to earn the IB Career-Related Certificate. Contact Ms. Gullickson, the IBCP coordinator, for more information about the program. The IB Diploma Program is a 2-year program for students who want to take a schedule of IB courses across all disciplines, plus complete some other requirements. Students wanting to do the IB Diploma who prefer to take pre-calculus, calculus, or statistics instead of IB Math can use the Math Studies Seminar to complete the IB Diploma Math requirement. 10th graders wanting to do the IB Diploma turned in their candidate agreement forms March 4th, but if the IB Diploma interests you, it's not too late to consider it. Each of you needs to consider what the right level of challenge is for you. That might be the full diploma, or it might be one IB class in an area you're passionate about. Most importantly, IB is for anyone who is ready to challenge themselves and improve their college readiness. You'll find lots more information on the IB portion of Skyline's website, and feel free to come by my office, 2410D, at lunch, or email me with questions.
Welcome to the Counseling Office. Now that you've learned a little bit about the outline of the CRP Day, we'd like to talk to you about graduation requirements.
Now, let's talk about the graduation requirements and course request process for the classes of 2017 and 2018. Graduation can be divided into 4 broad areas. First, students must satisfy the required credits for graduation, 22 in this case. Second, students must pass the required tests. This is also known as the Certificate of Academic Achievement. Third, students must complete the high school and beyond plan. Last, students must meet the tech proficiency requirement. Now that we've talked about graduation in a broad sense, let's talk about it in a more individual way. These are the required credits for the classes of 2017 and 2018. Students must satisfy 4 credits in language arts, 3 of social studies, 2 of science, 3 years of math up to Algebra 2, 1.5 of PE credit, 0.5 of health, 1 credit of fine art, 1 credit of CTE, 6 general elective credits, for a grand total of 22 credits. Next, students must pass all the requirements for the Certificate of Academic Achievement. They first must pass the Smarter Balance ELA in reading and writing. Next, they must pass 1 of the math end-of-course examinations in either Algebra 1 or Geometry. Last, they must pass the biology end-of-course exam. Students must also meet the requirements for the high school and beyond plan. We'll talk about this plan in greater detail at another point in this video, but for now know it's an annual requirement for each school year. These requirements are met through a website called Career Cruising. Last, students must meet the technology proficiency component of graduation. There are several options to meet this requirement. students who are in the Issaquah School District in 8th grade may have taken the Tech Smart class. You can also pass the technology proficiency tests, or you can take one of the following classes in high school: web design, intro to computer science, IB computer science, or again, students who are in the Issaquah School District may have taken the Tech Smart class in 8th grade. Now, let's talk about college academic distribution requirements, or college admissions requirements. Please know that these requirements apply primarily to Washington in-state public universities. Students must take 3+ years of math up to Algebra 2. Additionally, they must take an algebra-based science class. This could be chemistry, physics, or their IB counterparts. Additionally, students must take 2+ years of a world language. They also want to plan to continue their academic electives during their senior year in math, history, English, world language, science, and fine arts. Please always check with your individual colleges for their specific requirements. Now that we've discussed high school graduation requirements and college admissions requirements, let's talk about 4-year planning. Things that you'll want to keep in mind prior to planning out your high school experience is balance. Consider your academic course load in light of your outside extracurricular involvement, like sports, clubs, and home life. Also, you want to make sure that you're looking at the learning recommendation required for each course. Next, you want to make sure you're satisfying all of your graduation requirements. And last, you want to make sure that you're meeting your college academic distribution requirements if you're planning on attending a 4-year college or university. Skyline High School now has a new course catalog. There are a few things that we'd like to highlight for you regarding the course catalog. First, know that it's available online. Second, we'd like to let you know about course equivalencies. These are courses that satisfy multiple credit requirements at one time. Additionally, we'd like to highlight the number of credits per class. For a semester-long class, it's 0.5 credits, and for a year-long class, it's 1.0 credits. Last, there are some sample 4-year plans available in the course catalog. This is a screenshot of the new course catalog. I want to draw your attention to the red arrow. Right by the red arrow, you'll find that this class, Health, counts for CTE credit, Health credit. It gives you a 0.5 credit or a semester, and it's available for grades 9 through 12. Next, I'd like to draw your attention to the yellow arrow. This shows the learning recommendations for the course. For this example, there aren't any, and the general description. Last, if you look at the blue arrow, this can help you find dual credit opportunities, or credits that meet high school graduation requirements, as well as provide you with college credit. Now, I'd like to talk about 7th period classes. First and foremost, it's important to know that 7th period courses are completely optional. Also, you want to make sure to keep in mind your after-school activities when selecting a 7th period course. Specifically, Skyline High School sports are not possible while taking a 7th period course. Additionally, 7th period courses meet on different days. It's important to be aware of this. Last, there is a different registration process. You can see the SHS website or the e-news on 7th period classes for more information about how to register. Here are your next steps in the course request process. First, you want to determine the credits that you need for graduation. You can find this information out by logging onto Student Access and clicking on the Graduation Requirements tab. Second, you'll want to consider your 4-year plan and path. You can find sample 4-year plans in the course catalog. Third, you want to read the course descriptions in the course catalog. There's a link to the new course catalog on the CRP homepage. Fourth, you need to log into Student Access and access and input your courses. There's an instructional video on the CR homepage if this is your first time inputting your course requests. 5. Make sure to enter your courses between March 8th through the 18th. And last, Student Access will open up on March 25th so that you can verify your course requests.
As we wrap up today, all of us who work here as Spartans want to say we truly do want you to be you and to make healthy choices for you today. We want you to not make course requests out of some sense of obligation or imitation, but rather take some time to really think about what you want to do and what you want to learn. It may seem like there's one right choice and the other's bad, but that's not really true. There are many good choices in front of you, and what matters most is that you make choices that enable you to be yourself, to explore a passion, and to live a balanced and healthy life. Happy pondering.